It's that time of week again, and this is your Seattle Market Watch for Thursday, January 16th. Hey there, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so we are now, I guess, almost 3 weeks into the new year, 2025. And as you may know, if you've been watching these for a little bit, is we expect the market to continue to pick up, move a little bit faster. And what I mean by that is in the new year, as we start moving into spring, which usually starts around this week, next week, and the beginning of February, we typically see homes that come onto the market sell really quickly. We see a lot of buyers start their search at the beginning of the year. We've certainly seen this with some of our listings. We've seen new showings increase after the beginning of the new year because buyers are out looking. It's something about the new year, setting new intentions, having new goals that get them started. It might also be for tax reasons. It might be for finding the next place where you need to get into a school district, things like that. So we do see this start to ramp up at the beginning of the year. And typically, I recommend to sellers to be one of those first houses in your neighborhood on the market because that's oftentimes where you're going to get the highest bids if you're one of those first good houses because there are buyers out there looking. I've seen other agents talking already about multiple offers and bids against each other. So that is what we expect to start happening. We'll see as we get into this year if that's actually going to happen. So stay tuned each week and we'll let you know. Let's start a little bit with the mortgage rates. So right now, the 30-year fixed mortgage rate is at 7.11%. That is down just slightly from yesterday. The 15-year fixed is at 6.50, and then 30-year FHA and VA is right around 6.5%, just a little over 6.5%. So the 30-year fixed rate, this is the one that I watch most closely. This is the one that is most common in real estate. And this is high right now. So at the end of last year, in October, November, a little bit of November, we saw this hovering around 7% and it came down below 7% into the sixes. This is when we do see more buyers actually come into the market because they can afford more in their monthly payment. The interest rate impacts how much they can pay monthly because that interest rate will make a big difference in how much they're paying per month on their mortgage. And so when that drops below 7%, even better when it drops below 6.5%, buyers can afford a lot more in a house. And especially in a high price market like Seattle, that can be really important and really crucial, especially for a first-time buyer who is just getting into this process and who maybe not accustomed to these monthly payments. And so we are going to keep watching this. We're hoping that that rate starts to come down. That's our hope here. Now, a couple of stories from what's happened in our team in the past week. So we did get one buyer under contract on a condo. That was an offer that we made, and the seller actually rejected our first offer because we were aggressively negotiating. And then we let them go the weekend with no other offers. And then they said, okay, we're actually open to something with negotiation. And so we went back and that was a little over $500,000. We negotiated around a $15,000 credit for our buyer to use to buy that interest rate down. They're doing a 2-1 buy down. So they're buying their rate down basically by 2 points the first year and then 1 point the second year. And then it will come back up in the third year where they could potentially refinance at that point if the rates are a little bit lower than they are today. So that's one of our buyers. We also had someone on our team get another buyer into contract on a condo where this condo had been sitting for a while and they actually got a little bit of a credit on that as well. And so they're going to be closing in March. So we are starting to see this happen. The other story from our team is we had a listing come on in West Seattle. We had a 2-bed, 1-bath listing. And of course, we were doing all the preparation, getting the marketing just perfect, all of the photos perfect. And that led to over a full price cash offer just in about 24 to 48 hours after it hit the market. So there are homes out there for sale that are going quickly. There are buyers out there who are ready to buy this new year and who are ready to go. That's a little bit about what's happened on our team. Now let's take a look at the market stats. So for condos, we see 75 new condos listed in the past 7 days in Seattle. That's up to 165. So that is a pretty healthy number for this time of year. We expect that number to continue to climb as we get into what we call our spring market starting at the end of January and February. Pending listings were up 60 at 150 8 pending listings. So almost as many going pending as are coming onto the market. That's a pretty balanced market. It shows that there's demand that's keeping up with some of the new supply. And then sold listings is up 26. These are the homes that are closed, and that's 81 in the past 7 days. Now, when we look at the residential market, number of new listings is up 95. We're at 251 new listings. Now, that's pretty good also for residential. We expect this number to continue to climb up to around 1,000 or even more in the Seattle area in a 7-week period once we're in the height of the market. Number of pending listings or homes under contract is up 105. That's at 341. So 341 homes under contract in the last 7 days, 251 on the market. So we see some demand in that range. We have seen this before in 2024. There's a lot of listings available, so there are more that can go under contract. The number of closed homes down just by 14, 174 closed in the past 7 days. We'll see that increase as we get into the end of the month and the beginning of next month as there's more homes coming onto the market. It's about 30 days on average until those close. So most of the numbers up this week, which is what we expect to see for the next few months, honestly, in the market. So if you are thinking about your real estate goals for 2025 in the next even 6 to 12 months, if you have plans to move or purchase, please reach out and let's start with a free strategy call. We'll get on Zoom and talk through what you're looking to do and what's most important to you in the move. And our job is to help you understand the process and make it as easy as possible and get you the best deal possible. And that's really where we excel. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next week. See you next time.